Oh, okay. It clicked. Okay. Hi guys. I'm actually recording from something else compared to just regular YouTube because it seems like my YouTube has gotten stuck while uploading another video that I just did on YouTube. I didn't even do it in Final Cut, so I can't even pull it back up. So yeah. But just to give you kind of a basis on that, I am working now. I do apologize for not being up or on here for the past like 5, 6 months. I do apologize for that. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and also a Happy New Year. Um, Sadly, for New Year's, I spent majority of that time being sick, which is not the best way I wanted to start my year. Um, so yeah, um, I guess I'll give you guys sort of a sneak peek, quote unquote, because I don't know if this other one is gonna go up or not. So, but this will kind of give you an idea of what I ended up getting. Move it over this way. That does not work. Why? It worked fine on the other one. I don't know why this camera is backwards. That's so weird. But yeah, so I got an amiibo. I love it. But that's not why I made this video. It should be, but it's not. The reason why I made this video is if my other video goes up, you will see that I got a new little device. I've been thinking about this since October when I had originally had a regular Nintendo DS, and I still have it. It's still with me, and it still works fine. But I had a regular Nintendo DS, and I had decided, I'm like, you know what? I think it's about time to up my game on my DS stuff since Nintendo doesn't really make the regular DS games anymore, or at least if they do, not that many. It's more the 3DS stuff now. So I'm like, I'm gonna start looking towards that now. um, so I did a good amount of research and all that stuff, and I ended up. Let me see if I can do this again. Of course, I won't be able to now that I want to do it. Um, but I did a good amount of research to look at like my options, and I saw that Nintendo had just released earlier in 2015. They had just released a brand new Nintendo 3DS XL, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. But before I wanted to even invest in it, I got to hold my friend's 3DS XL. She had got a new one, or not the newest, but she had got a used 3DS XL, and so I got to play with that a little, and I really enjoyed the 3D effect on it. So I did a little bit more research, and they were saying that the new 3DS XL had better 3D quality, which I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. I would like to, if I'm gonna spend a good amount of money on a 3DS, I want the 3D to be where it should probably be instead of spending like almost $200 and the 3D is still bad. And so, what was I about to say? I forgot. But yeah, so I did research, and I'm like, you know what? Before I even spend nearly $200 on the new one, let me see how it actually performs with the 3D on. And I looked up videos, couldn't find anything with the 3D on because the 3D messes up the video, which it really does. I've tried it; it does mess up the camera a little. And so, yep, okay. So sorry, you guys will not be seeing my first video because YouTube decided to shut down on me while it was uploading. So you will not be seeing it. I do apologize. But basically, what was on the other video was kind of elaborated, or not elaborated, but summarized in this video. But yeah, so I did research on it, and I finally got to go to a Best Buy, and I got to hold it and play with the 3DS XL, the new one, And this was before the 3DS came here, and to be honest, I don't really care about the 3DS or the new 3DS, mostly because since I have pretty long fingers, they don't like to be crunched in weird, awkward positions. So the XL actually works perfectly for me. Um, so I got to try it out and everything, and I'm like, yeah, 3D is actually pretty good. Okay, I think I'm gonna actually get it. And so during Thanksgiving, or yeah, Thanksgiving Day at 12 o'clock, I woke up because that's when the Black Friday sales were starting. For some reason, they decided to start Thanksgiving Day at midnight. And so I woke up at 12 o'clock and I got on the computer and it wasn't clicking in just yet, the pricing. And so I'm like, ah. So I went downstairs. I was about to go back to bed and I'm like, you know what? Let me look one more time. And if not, I'll just do it when I get up, which will be like 3 hours from then, which is 3 in the morning because I had the um, Thanksgiving parade at 5. So that wasn't going to be a big deal. Um, so I looked on my phone, and lo and behold, the pricing went through. I'm like, okay, go ahead and get it now. And so I went ahead and got it. And then when 3 o'clock came, went to bed, woke up, and I'm like, you know what? Let me see if Best Buy is still up and running or if it's just crashed. Because I know it crashes on like those big sales like that. And so I checked, and it had crashed completely from uh, my network. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm glad I did get it when I did, because I probably would not have gotten it then until probably much closer to Christmas, which would have been fine, but I would have probably missed out on that deal. I don't know. But so I ordered it and I was happy. And so here it is. I got the red one. I don't know if you can see. It is a different color on the back because I have a case for it to kind of keep it from getting smudged, which it is getting smudged now because of me holding it. That's one thing that I do not like about this 3DS. Um, is that it is a fingerprint magnet. Not even joking. I really thought they were joking in the videos, but they're not. It is literally a fingerprint magnet. You can't see anything now, but if I held it, well, you can kind of see where fingerprints are. But yeah, so I ended up getting a little cover, and it's just a little Legend of Zelda. I found this at Best Buy too, and I'm like, ooh, I like it. I'm gonna get it. And so that actually snapped on pretty good. Okay. Usually I always have a hard time snapping that on. So yeah, one of the main things I say be careful with this is that it does not come with an AC adapter. I actually had no problem with it. I mean, I can understand why people complain about it, especially if they're like new to the 3DS fandom. But I'm new to the 3DS fandom and I just went ahead and bought one. I mean, it's not that much extra. It's not like it's $12, $13. All the charges that I found, the highest that I saw was 10. So it wasn't that much. You just gotta know where to look, of course. But I mean, I think there was one or two times that I saw it for $12.99, but that was like at one location. Everywhere else I went, it was like, I think it was $12.99 at like GameStop, and then like Best Buy it was like $9.99 or something, or maybe it was a sale. I don't know, but I went ahead and got one, and I mean I don't really care, but I mean if you guys, I don't even know what to say for that because I don't really understand why people are complaining about it. Okay, it doesn't come with a adapter, and they're complaining that they're paying about the same amount of money. And actually, I think you're paying more for the processor. Processor, I think that's what it's. I don't know, but it's a lot faster. So a lot of the newer games that are coming out just for the new 3DS XL and new 3DS, because of the speed that it has now. Um, so I think that's where that extra money is going to, because I mean that speed is amazing. Some of the games that I ended up getting, I got, what was it? Kingdom Hearts. I definitely had to get Kingdom Hearts. I got Ocarina of Time, which, so those were the top two that I really wanted to get. I do want to get Majora's Mask, but that wasn't at the top of my list. Since Majora's Mask just came out, it's not like it's impossible to find like Ocarina of Time is. At least cheap. A lot of the Ocarina of Times that I found were like 40 to 50 and up. I managed to find one that was like $30, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this. And that was off of eBay. And even eBay was a little difficult to find it. But yeah, so I got those. Yeah, that was two. I ended up getting Triforce Heroes. What else? I got Monster Hunter now. And I got Kirby Triple Deluxe. That's what it was. Because I'm like, I have 5 games, but I can't remember. So I have those 5. So, yeah. So if you guys have 3DS friend or 3DS codes, you can message me and I'll message you mine, and yeah. Message me on here and I'll reply back. You don't have to put it in the comments section. That is perfectly fine. But yeah, so that was really all I had to talk about. As my heater comes on. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna go. That was 12 minutes. Um, anything else? I don't know. Do you guys think I should open my amiibo pack? I don't know. Part of me wants to, but then the other part's like, no, keep it in its pack. It's so pretty. But I want to open it so badly. But there's no point of me opening it right now because I don't have a game for it yet. But I don't care. I wanted to get it so badly. And I'm acting like Link is like an impossible one to find, but every place that I went to that sold amiibo had a Link, at least one. So it wasn't like it was hard to find compared to like some of the other ones that I want to get. That I either, two of them that I had found were only at GameStop, and I was kind of sad for that. But hey, if I ever go back to the mall that I have a GameStop at, I'll just go ahead and get it. Hopefully they're not sold out. Which they usually don't sell out because a lot of people don't go to that GameStop. So I'm really hoping that GameStop still stays in business because that is the closest one near to me, even though it's about an hour and a half away from me. Yeah. The other one is towards downtown, and I don't want to go all the way downtown. So, yeah. Alright. That is it. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully it won't be as long as it was this time. But yeah, so I will see you guys later. Alright?